Yo, yo, yo. Hello, guys. Wait. Why is that suddenly so loud now? Test. Do you guys remember I said like the audio was messed up and my audio was way too loud just a couple of days ago? Now it seems like it has been reverted for some reason. That is so confusing. Test, 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 test. Should be fine now, or should be like somewhat well balanced now. That is so weird. That is what it is. I'll put some light so you guys actually get to see me. I will do a quick recap of the Warlords because a lot of people come in and ask about it. So then I can just tell them, check the start of the stream and don't have to repeat myself 74 times. So I'll do it like that. All right. I'll actually use capture for this. Why not? Okay. No ads. Wait, ads are playing right now. Shit. Okay, let's give it 2 minutes. You hope well played, man. If there were matches for 5th, 7th, 6th, 7th, 8th place, I'm sure you would place at least 7th, if not better. As someone with a 4-month-old son myself, I'm impressed you can still play at such a high level, even if you're a little washed. Thank you. As a caster, must take the name TheViper. I can, if I have to start hyping, that'll be the end of me. Fake hype is the hardest thing in Age of Empires. Oh my god, this game, this guy is surely making a comeback, being down 70 population, but you know he's gonna play another hour. You called too early GG's, so we want to know why. Sure? We're going to take Vodka's job. That is what I'm aiming for now, yeah. I have no issues with people suggesting that other people will win in my stream. Obviously, there's no problems there. Saddam Who's Insane. That's a nice name. I like that. Creative. Okay, another minute for the ads to finish and then we can get going. Predictions for today's set? Leary, Tato, either way, Yo, Hera, probably Hera, pretty convincingly. It depends though, Yo has a good grasp of how to play the maps, I feel like, in Civ Draft. So, never say never, but still feels like the inevitable, right? Are you retiring before Doubt? Honestly, not impossible. Doubt, the fact that Doubt is still going and he's 40 years old means that he's probably going for another 5 at least. Time will tell. Time will tell. Yo, Despair. Subscribing with the Prime. 6 months there, thank you very much. I'll replay it because I didn't have my program open. There we go. Thanks again. Appreciate the 6 months there with the Prime. Who do you want to win today? Yo. Tato and Yo. I'm probably supposed to say Hera because he's GL, but I think the scene would benefit from someone else winning. We analyze the set versus Yo. Yeah, ads are done now, so I'm going to quickly... Since I know everyone is going to come in and ask about the set, I'll just do a quick recap. Like just a 15-minute speedrun. Yo, Aoe2 Hera in group stage will not be a great final. It's different though now in a best of 9. The draft is very different as well. Khitans on Arabia was not surprising, right? Both when Khitans. I'm not sure if it makes sense to play through the whole thing because this was fairly straightforward. I don't know if I want to hear the chicken. Now that I've just adjusted all my volume because I had the bug, all the volume is probably slightly too high now. Settings, sound. Still feels too loud to me. Okay. Yeah, we just both go scouts. Typical Khitan setup. No one taking significant damage in feudal age. We both end up fully walled. He did something different in this game though than I think most people would do. He's going Cav Archers. I think most people, why not ban for Khitans? Confidence you are better with them. I left it open in case he wanted to ban it. I'm fine with him banning it, but if it's open, I'll just play it as well.
Yes.
And then I also knew we were guaranteed a mirror match, which I was fine with. Yeah, I get to Castle Age a lot faster. But he has more rest collected because he has more vills. And he's also going Cav Archers, which was a bit of a surprise. It's not like unheard of, but so many of the bonuses just hint towards playing the Lancers or Camels even in Castle Age. That him going Cav Archers was something I was happy to see. Cosmic Jack, thanks for 4 months. Dignified Flower with the 28 months, thank you very much. Yeah, this game I felt like I played solid. I think we're gonna have a drop now. I might have to load the other replay.
Yes.
Yeah, just do okay. He's gonna need some time to get the couch numbers going.
Yes.
So I was just gonna keep map control, get a forward sea workshop, and I knew I had a town center behind, so I knew I was pulling ahead in economy. So I knew okay, as long as his Cav don't snowball out of control really fast. The dangerous thing is that my lances are weak, right? Only 60 HP. But then again, his Cav are also weak, so if I get on top of them, they take a lot of damage. And this is where I'm not sure if this was a mistake or not by me. I was like, okay, he only has 6 heavy Cav, probably another 3 to pop very soon. I knew he didn't have ballistics at this point, so I was like, okay, if I dive in, I could maybe snipe 4, 5, 6 vills, maybe even. I'll actually know how many vills I kill in the end. I left one Lancer there on purpose open, but then I accidentally pulled them into my group again. He has 2 vills, we got 3 vills. He does some nice quick balls now. 4 vills. Okay, so I got 4 vills for, what, 6, 7 Lancers? I mean, I cost a lot of idle time as well. I think in the end this was still fine. This was worth it. I know I had rocket carts behind, I was picking up relics. And also, if you didn't know, Khitans, their skirmishers produce and upgrade faster. Because why not? So I felt with that in mind, it's like I won't have a hard time switching into a counter unit. Yeah, behind us we have 2 TCs. I know he's only on 1 town center. Score here got a bit scary. I'm like, wait, what's actually... Am I suddenly this far behind when I saw the score? It was fine. I'm not gonna cast any warlords now. Yeah, just going skirms. I knew I still had equal lead, and I knew I could make Lancers at the same time, or Camels even. So I was like, okay, I don't feel like I'm under threat here. Felt very comfortable. We're guarding this gold as well, patrolling just in case he wanted to go for it, which was a natural TC spot for him. And I think it happens just as we are fighting as well on the front. So these Lances got a lot of value. I was very happy to look over here. At the same time fighting here, of course. Have to be careful here. He did a target fire there, but luckily my skirm stopped. Yeah. So that was a great situation for me. Obviously now massively ahead in economy. From this point forward, it's fairly straightforward. I knew I did a decent trade here. Like as long as he doesn't have like 50 Cav light, I cannot lose. Hero said is first to Lance's Noble and nothing else allowed in mirror. I don't think Cav are not allowed, but I don't think 1 TC Cav is good. I think a Cav tech switch at some point could be viable. But he stayed 1 TC too long, right? I have 25 more vills. Obviously that's gonna be not possible. Chris Arcus was asked before, I remember watching Harris stream and he mentioned he thinks it's a big mistake on Doubt's part not to actively grind ranked games and gain experience every day with modern meta. Do you think the same applies to you? I don't think you can call it a mistake, because in my case it's more just not time. What did I do there? Oh yeah, the skirms reflecting. I was like, okay, now I have damage reflections. I'm just gonna engage Light Cav with skirms. How much damage does he actually take? He takes like, what, 2 damage every time he hits me? That's not that sick. I was trying to be cool, getting the reflection damage. Castle looks cool. Every single castle in the game looks sick right now. But I knew the game was over already. We had such a good position, so I think I got even sloppy here at towards the end. But yeah, like considering it was first game of the day and first game of the set, I felt very happy with this game. Things felt smooth, execution was smooth, and I felt like I played well overall. And yeah, it's also like when you're streaming, especially when you've played the game for so many years, you kind of wanna. You don't necessarily wanna log on and play another 5 hours of Arabia, right? It's nice. You have moments and days where you really feel it and you're really happy to do it, but those days aren't as often as they used to be, right? You rather want to do some Rage Forest or this and that. Why didn't ban Khitans? Why would I ban it? I win. I won with Khitans. Why would I ban it? But yeah, obviously, in reality, if you're grinding 1v1s, your mechanics will improve. You will get to a better spot mechanically, because Arabia 1v1 is the best map to just grind for pure mechanical sharpness, if that makes sense. Is there only one mirror allowed in the match? No. You're not guaranteed a mirror either way, but maximum 2 civs could be drafted at the same. So yeah, this game was... I think I should just skip when it's... Okay, we can also watch this one. This was something I didn't actually plan to do this on Shorelines. I just was like, okay, wait, you know what? What if I just run straight across the map and try to target this villager? I clicked around on the map to figure out where the long side was, because usually people will go and dock towards the upper side. So, okay, and then I'm just going to patrol the shoreline here and see if I can find a vill. I did a mistake here, though. Obviously, I found the vill, so this was amazing. But, oh wait, yeah. The pathing fucked me here to begin with. Look, I get stuck on the relic. Like, why am I stuck on the relic? You see the scout gets stuck now? As if the relic is blocking it. That was I mean, when you have those moments and you're playing tournaments and you have those moments, it's just so frustrating, because this should have been a guaranteed villager kill with me taking minimum damage in return. Right? And what happens? He freezes on the relic. You could argue it was clever by Yo to go and wall next to the relic, because the relic could make that happen. But still. Tatty, man. I got so scared watching the Burgundians game yesterday. Even here, he deleted. This is a disaster move by him, actually. I should have killed the vill. I saw it a bit late. I was like, maybe I can actually kill it. I should have gone earlier. But I had the scout health advantage here, because I hit him downhill once. I knew I had more HP. And then he runs away. He has 5 HP left. So I'm like, I have 12 HP. His villager is 16 HP. No loom. And he's downhill. So here I should have just committed. But I was thinking I can back off and get another hit on the scout or two. And then maybe even come back to the vill. But I was indecisive here. I could have just... If I stay here... I went too late, right? But if I stay here... I just killed the vill. I need one... No, I need 2 more hits, right? Actually, you know what? Maybe I wouldn't have managed. I need 2 more hits. I think I wouldn't have killed it, actually, in hindsight. Wait, what? 5 HP and then suddenly 4? Wait, what? How does that work? Well, then I could have killed it. It makes sense, though. 16 and downhill, I do more damage. So I do 4 damage per hit. 12, 8. And then suddenly 5. That's so weird. Like, why? Yeah, I guess if I commit 1 more hit, she should die. And then I was like, that was stupid. But still, I slowed him down a lot. Look, I already have 1 fishing ship, almost a 2nd fishing ship out. He's floating 300 wood. He's just queuing his fishing ship now. He's housed as well. So I knew already I was in a massive lead. And I was like, okay, what could happen here? I'm going to win water if I commit on water. I get extra wood. If he goes aggressive, I can do a ranged defensively. So I was like, I'm just going to send the vill forward and build a range forward, because I can probably defend at home if he comes forward with just a tower or something. And at the same time, if I can do counter pressure behind that, I should be in an amazing spot. And yeah, this was just a game, an example of like everything going my way.
Thanks for all the content. Hope you can perform at your best in the future.
Whoa!
Too. Smile.
Damn, Green Bolko with a €25 donation. Thank you so much. I appreciate that a lot, and you're welcome. I'll do my best to continue to provide content for you. And thank you so much for the kind donation. Yeah, and there's a tower to defend by time. I have skirms at home, and I did a counterattack as we were engaging at home. So it's like I killed on more villas. I had water. It's just completely over here. You could argue that he could still play on in this game, but he has nothing at home, right? He has even committed on towers forward to the point where he cannot build a tower defensively. So he has nothing at home. This game was completely over. So yeah, I had to, since I felt like gold was threatened, I switched my fishing ships to take gold for a while, just in case. But I was able to get a tower up, so yeah. Mr. Planner, thanks for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. Yeah, I felt that was a very good after the opening. It was an amazing start. And then here's where I'm going to open the draft as well. I think I did some major mistakes in the distribution of my civs. I predicted all his civs on every single map correctly, but I think I distributed my civs wrong. So now we were in a situation where... Also, I have some hindsight thoughts on my draft in the map draft as well. So we won this, and guess what we won? We won with Khitans, and we killed Khitans and Armenians from him. I didn't use my first pick either. So it's like, this was an amazing start for me, obviously. He used his 2 top picks, and he lost with both. I think in hindsight, since I feel like mechanically and it might not be right to say strategically, but like I feel like when the maps are more figured out, I have better chances against Yo. And our Black Forest is a tricky 1-on-1 map. So in hindsight, I should have maybe gone for something like Arena, maybe. Morass as well, I could have gone for Land Madness. So in hindsight, maybe I did weird or like unnecessary, complicated drafts that increase Yo's chances over me. Especially like Morass and Black Forest, I feel like maybe those are poor decisions by me. I was winning the BF game though? What? In what universe? Okay, so here's my draft, right? He picks Border Dispute next. I knew he was going to go Incas. I already predicted that. I have Britons for Black Forest, Huns for Stranded, Japanese for Morass currently. Malay is a flexible civ. Romans is a flexible civ. Japanese is also flexible. These were the only ones that were 100% locked in. Mayans, I was planning for Border Dispute potentially. But in hindsight, knowing he's going Incas, Mayans do fall off later on against Incas, even though you can have a good opening. In hindsight, I'm wondering, why did I not just play, for example, Japanese, Romans, or Malay on Border Dispute? Let's say I do a Malay on Border Dispute. I can do Romans on Morass. And Japanese on Immersion. That would have been a way better distribution of my civs. I could have also done Romans on Border Dispute. Romans against Incas should be a pretty solid matchup for Romans. And I can even do Malay on Morass and Japanese on Immersion. So I think my civ distribution here ended up being quite poor in hindsight. They said if you just walled 3000 BF, you would have won. I definitely underreacted at some point. I was probably in an okay spot, but it was just bad. Okay, what was the next game? Oh yeah, Border Dispute. Think again here. I think I did an okay approach, but I needed to... First of all, I completely forgot about docking. I should have docked. There's a lot of food to be taken here. And so that was a bit unfortunate. His boar is very obedient. I completely forgot. Taking this with Mayans is pretty nice because you get like 240 food. So I should have definitely docked here. Also gives you a chance to fight for the water long term, which he does. Forgot to finish one tile of Palisade. Not sure about that. But yeah, in hindsight in this game, I scouted it fast as well. He's doing double range, so I do, okay, he's gonna commit heavy on the skirms. If I just take gold, tower, make a few eagles, and buy my way to Castle Age, I could have a sick timing. So I felt like, okay, I still have a chance with mines here. But maybe I need to go like eagles and skirms. Not eagles and skirms, eagles and siege. I think that's why I shouldn't have done fletching. I'm always gonna lose skirm war. It doesn't make sense for me to do fletching even. So we're rushing to Castle Age. I think as well I made a mistake by sending my eagles around. I should have just gone straight through his base. Like I have these eagles here. I'm about to hit Castle Age. If I just click into his base, he's pretty much dead. I got 2 eagles in, but I could have had all 6 eagles inside. Yeah, the galleys taking my thesis was very annoying actually in hindsight. But that's why in the past people have played like Vikings here, for example, where you can get longboats to control the center long term. If those eagles were inside as well, he's dead. The game is over. So in hindsight, yes, Incas scale better than Mayans, no question about it. But I still put myself in a, I would say, game-winning position in this. Even now, if I have a villager here building a seed workshop, I think I'm still in an amazing spot. So I still think I put myself in a winning position. I just didn't follow up correctly. And then now he just bides his time, can make slingers, and then it's like, okay, we're gonna enter a macro game. I already had 2 theses up though, so I felt like economically I'm ahead. But yeah, him starting to make galleys in the center definitely messed with me. And I was thinking here, okay, what's my winning condition? Maybe fast imp. Slingers, obviously I went crossbow to try and like deal with the slingers. In this case he can obviously switch into cheap skirms. So they didn't want to enter a cheap or a skirm war. Because he has already caught up villager count and passed me. So yeah. I was still feeling like this is not going my way right now. And I kind of didn't take advantage of my timing. And yeah, he's taking like, I had like 4 farms here that suddenly lose. The TC obviously goes away. Not sure why I did that. And yeah, this is where I was like, okay, my only option here is the fast imp. I think from this point the game's already over. I don't think Mayans can beat Incas from this point forward. Scorpion an option instead of crossbow. But I wanted to have a forward threat as well. I don't think that it changes anything. The game is already over at this point. So that's what I mean when I'm saying that my distribution of civs in hindsight was poor. I should have just not used Mayans and used either Malay, Romans or Japanese here. I could switch these civs all around and I would have way better fighting chances. So yeah, hindsight, this was a poor pick. But even then, I did put myself in a winning position, but I made the wrong decision as a follow-up. Yeah, now the game is over. Not really too much else to see here. And then we had this game. I haven't actually looked at a rec yet, but I know the Jordan Tattoo, they said the map was super unfair, shorefish-wise. Man, what the hell? I didn't pick up on this during the game, but again, I don't know if this would have changed much. Like if I have this fish with Japanese though, I'm like, whew, hallelujah, right? Maybe I would have pushed my castlage time a bit faster. I'm like stuck on this. Okay, really awkward for me to transition to get more fish. And he has like 1 dungeon that protects like what? 20 shorefish almost? That's actually insane. This 100% should be a re. But it's like, according to the rules, to the map scripting, it's not like I don't have access to shorefish myself, right? So I don't think the admins will ever step in there and be like, oh yeah, this is unfair, we're gonna restart. Even has shorefish in the back. Now me as a player looking at this, if both players are exactly the same civ, I definitely think it makes sense to restart this. But they've counted the fish on your side and his side 40 plus to 20 something. Yeah, Morass fish distribution has been shit. Yeah, this is actually quite crazy. Now again, I don't think this win alone was due to the map though. But yeah, this is actually insane. What the hell? But again, here I think I misplayed my draft in this. I had never played Japanese against Sicilians here. I just assumed and thought that Japanese should win. In hindsight, I'm not sure if I agree with that feeling anymore. real bad maps. But again, like maybe if my map was like his, I would have pulled off my approach better. Because I knew Sicilian's sergeants will scale better, fuel age and castle age with upgrades. So I always thought I had to switch into range units at some point. I mean, this gives him so much flexibility to play though. Like he puts a dungeon here and he can take all this fish. Like I do one tower here or whatever I did it here and I can take like 5 fish still. It is really unfair. Mem said even if he had more area, it's harder to wall. That's such a bad argument. This dungeon works as a wall for this whole area. So that doesn't make sense. Yeah, I think I do a tower like here. And it protects like barely anything. Well, this protects almost everything. Also, his woodland was super close to thesis. I felt like I couldn't even do much with man-arms. He rushes armor, which was a good move. And this is arguably where I should have just ran away. I shouldn't even try to fight. I should just run. I lost my scout here, so I don't have scouting information anymore. And I already switched to range, right? Because I knew the sergeants will outscale me long term. No, like, obviously it's good for Japanese. The mills are cheap, so you can move along. But yeah, there's so much... My fish suck, so what the hell? I actually didn't pick up on this in the game. But like, even if I want to move from left now to another fish, I have to go like over to his half almost. And the right side has like just single fish, single, single, single. I have to go here to get another mill. My map is shit. Okay. Yeah, I still felt like my approach to play Sicilians felt correct. Is there a referee for checking map balance? Well, the admins are supposedly looking, but there are certain criteria that apparently have to be fulfilled for them to consider restarting. For them, if we as a pro player look at the maps and go like, yeah, this is clearly a game-winning advantage, they will look at the script and be like, I understand you, but according to the map script, this is intended generation. So, you know, my map is shit, embracing the good old AM motto. Seems unfair to me as well if it change. Yeah, I don't know if it changes the outcome of the game. I think Sicilians scale better than Japanese on this map. But of course, if I had better shorefish, maybe I would hit my timings better as well. You never know. This was a good thing by him as well. I didn't really expect this. I should have probably walled some more my map. Yeah, like my approach was to play like this, and I don't know if the shorefish necessarily changed it, how my approach would have played out. Maybe it would have made it hard for him though, right? He still has only one dungeon that is still protecting a third mill, kind of. The third mill is protected by his dungeon, which is obviously crazy value. I think I misdrafted and just misread the whole Civ matchup. I think I assumed that Japanese would do better, but I think the Sergeant Snowball is just crazy strong on this map. Did they offer a re? No. Yeah, he gets +2 armor, he has dungeons forward. It's obviously very awkward for me to defend here. Right now the game looks somewhat even, but it's not really. He has collected a lot more resources, partly due to his access here. He has counter units, he can make sergeants everywhere. He just adds town centers behind this. While I have to invest a lot to defend, he can add to do economy. And he's also taking stone ready to do a castle drop if he needs, if he wants to make more dungeons, etc, etc. So I already felt like, okay, this is not how the game was supposed to play out for me. I go for a YOLO castle because I feel like I have to play a little bit to come back, and also getting access to Samurai I felt like would be a good idea. I didn't expect him to do a counter castle, but obviously that worked out amazing for him. But he's already 10 bills ahead. He has 3 TCs. I'm on 1 TC. I did win the castle fight here, but I don't think it mattered in the end. I was too far behind economically. I mean, if I was a player and looked at this map, I would say this should be a restart. If Yo against Hera has this generation in the final, I would wish this to be a restart for the sake of fairness. You don't want a map decided by that. Again, I will emphasize, I don't think this game was decided by this alone. I'm sure it contributed and helped, but I think Sicilians were a better pick by him anyway. And I think Sicilians perform better than Japanese on this map anyway. So whether we both had an equal map, there's a big chance I would still lose this game. I just want to emphasize that. I'm not using that as an excuse for losing this game. I'm saying that in the sake of fairness. I think I need to take that into account more as well in terms of when I pick my maps, that Morass, I need to keep in mind, if I want to draft Morass, that the generations can be like this. So you kind of need to take that into account as well. When it's the finals, the third place match starts in like an hour and a half and the final is after that. Well, we are using it as an excuse. You can use it as an excuse if you want. I personally think Sicilians are better than Japanese anyway on this map, in hindsight. So I don't think it was the decisive factor in this game. No, it didn't help, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it was the decisive factor. But again, I don't want to see Hera and Yo play the finals, Morass, and have this generation, right? It's not good. A little more walling could make a difference. I don't think there was any section to wall. Guys, I need to pee actually, so I'm gonna run quickly to the bathroom. Give me 2 minutes. Let me wait till the ads finish. We had some YouTube donations coming in here. Christian with the 4,000 COP, whatever value, Colombian something, I think. It's always hard for me to judge as well what the currency translation is. But yeah, thank you, Christian. I appreciate that. We got Ignacio as well with the Argentinian ARS, 1,250 ARS. Again, I don't know the translation of these currencies. Colombian peso, yeah, that makes sense. Thank you so much, Ignacio. I appreciate that. Hi, the Orion. Greetings from Argentina. As we say here, huge hug for you. Thank you very much. Argentinian peso. Thank you. You are a legend. Greetings from Colombia. Thank you so much, Christian. I appreciate that as well. Cattle Bruiser with the 4 months. Thank you so much. Dark Finner, 32 months. Those dungeons on the black kill you. I think so much time defending there and not going with the rams instead of attacking. Good move by you, obviously. I'll continue in 20 seconds when the ads are done. I think it's because towers are essential in this map, and if you want to get shortfish, that's a good dungeons. Yeah, that's why dungeons are very good on this map, because it also gives you production, right? So yeah, okay, ads are done. Let's continue. So I did win the castle fight here, which obviously felt good, but at the same time, I'm fighting an uphill battle here. I felt like the score is fake. And I also like, I knew I need to get access to the stone, to these golds. There's gold here, there, essentially also woodlines potentially. So I knew I needed to clean the back line, which also takes a lot of time. I felt like exactly what's happening here is happening, and I felt like I was still playing behind. Even though I have score lead now, I felt like I was behind. I wasn't sure how quick or if he will do a Cavalier switch. Obviously I had it in my mind that he could do it, but I was hoping he would rather play into maybe Sergeants first, and then or maybe Skirms or something. But yeah, he did Cavalier right away, which was a good move by him. And yeah, I'm just playing catch up essentially. We're 30 bills behind. He has been on the shortfish the whole game, and I'm not really able to get any shortfish on my side, so I'm just very far behind economically. To be fair, rebalance the Sergeant's cost to be less gold and more food, one factor to help this map. They're still more expensive than like a longsword. So it's like cost efficiency, I think longswords still do kind of okay. But it's just the time and the momentum kind of thing, right? So yeah, I'm just fighting, I know he kills some vills, I have a bigger army, but again, I have no threat to push back. I have no trebs, I have no siege, no nothing, so in the end I'm just playing a losing battle here. I will never catch up. And it felt like no matter what, I'm just dead. I think Japanese are better late game, but obviously I wasn't able to get there. So yeah, again, I attribute this loss partly due to my distribution of my civs in my draft. I think I made a mistake on the draft. I should not have used Japanese here, in hindsight. I should have played Romans, probably, which I also used against... No, Romans maybe on Border Dispute. Romans I won against ACCM with, so it's like maybe Romans would have still been the way. I don't know. Relegation for 33 months, but yeah, I knew here I was dead. I was just playing on because... just in case, you never know what happens, right? But big search army dominance. It's the quality of the units though, and the position. My army is helps are chasing units, cavalries are chasing units. I have nothing that can kill him or be a threat to him. He has Cavalier, which I'm transitioning to deal with, and then he can make a tech switch to Sergeants, which I don't have units for, so. Why is Japanese better late game? Shouldn't Siege Ram and Light Cab be better? Siege Ram and Light Cab is your argument. I understand if you say like Sergeants, Siege Onagers, Heavy Scorpions, but Siege Ram and Light Cab? No, yeah, Elite Samurai, Kataparuto Trebs, what's the name of the towers? Yasama Towers, Heavy Cav Watcher. I feel like Japanese should be better in post-Imperial Age. But yeah, that put us up obviously in a 2-2, and I was like, okay, things got a bit out of hand. I was like, let's calm things down and play like a long Black Forest. Newsflash, it wasn't long. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna get into like wall the middle, and we play like a drawn out Rage Forest or Black Forest where longbows, Warwolf Trebs should be dominant. Now here I did a big error here. He spawned so much closer to the middle than I think in hindsight I should just leave the gap open. There is no logical argument for me to fight for the center. He spawned, what is this, like 30 tiles away from it? I'm like 50. So it's like, he's a lot closer than me. So me fighting for the wall is way harder because he has such a close reinforcement spot. So again, in my opinion, it was a big mistake for me to even try and fight for this. I should have just honestly even let it be open. Bring these rhinos fast and just let it open. Also, in this fight, I felt like I always pulled my vills back in time.
Yay.
But I felt like he had the thing where suddenly the vills have like extra range. I just want to see if I'm right or wrong there. It was frustrating in the game. Look, how did the vill die? Who's hitting her? This woman! This was my first, like, wait, what happened? How did she die? Right? This is the woman that hits her.
Brayton?
This was my first, where I felt like, I pulled the villager in time. How did she die? She threw a dagger, yeah. Yo, Anfinsen with 50 Norwegian kroner. Some great games still not watched since you live in Germany and you're not used to kroner. I will do the currency for you. Equals to 50,000 euros. Nice. This was the first one. I was like, what? That made no sense. But okay, it is what it is. Continue fighting. I felt like I pulled her in time. Wait. How is she hitting her? How is she getting another hit? This woman is dealing the final blow. I am so out of range of this villager right now. This was my feeling in the game, that his vills had extra range. And now watching it in replay, like what the hell? How does this villager get a hit? Like I'm not even next to her when she does the animation. Or am I? Maybe I was actually. Wait. Maybe I just don't know. I mean, the animation starts here or shortly before. So was I maybe in range? Like her animation seems to be starting now, but I'm still not like near. I'm not sure how close I have to be in range. But it still doesn't feel good when this villager here deals a final blow to a villager that is like one tile away. So okay, I lost 2 vills. I felt like I pulled them in time, but clearly I didn't. But again, it's a big mistake. I did a lumber camp here. I was thinking, okay, whenever I have low HP vills, I'll just put them to work here. That's why I did the lumber camp there. This was also probably way too early of a lumber camp. I should have just kept pulling back and putting, maybe on berries, take food. Yeah, it might be the new animations that made it harder for me to judge how close I was. So that's also possible. Yo, it's 30 seconds idle teaser time here. Oh, we almost lost it. Is it going again? Okay, looks like he had more idle teaser time behind this, so maybe I did a better job at keeping my teaser running. But I still lost 2 vills, right? Actually 3. I killed one of them, I lost another one. This one I feel like was more justified though. Should be this guy. Yeah, he was definitely dead. Yeah, Yo definitely did a better job microing the vills here than me. Here we had a pause, the admin said I had 1 extra gold on my side. I was like, please Yo, restart. But no, he didn't want to. Yeah, this way was just very awkward. I have one moment here where I felt like maybe I could have still won. But obviously now already felt like I was quite far behind. I did get the wall off in the end. And he's using a lot of time hitting the walls. Which made me realize, or I knew already, okay, he's definitely going to do few village pressure. So I was not surprised. Yeah, he's idling a lot, so I felt, okay, this is good for me, this is good for me. I've recovered my deficit, kind of. If I cancel these vills... 180. I could have gone few village pretty much. This is where this should not have been a gate. This should have been walls or houses, I think. Because he has some low HP vills here. So if I trap them, I could kill all 6. But obviously it became too ambitious in the end. Yeah, I think I had a moment there to make a comeback. I think maybe if they made the animations faster, this problem would not be noticed. Maybe, yeah. Okay, I knew he was village. He would have the towers. So I do some extra walls. And I tried to wall just like an extra layer so I could do a counter tower. Hey, he's stacking, guys! Cheating? He's stacking the units. It's fine. I'm joking. He rushes through. There's a tower there. I could have probably built harder on this one to not let him get through. And now it was just disaster. I just kept losing bills left and right. It's pretty much over from here. Why not stone walls? I was in Dark Age when this was going down, so I didn't have stone. Couldn't build stone walls. Now it's obviously mega over. So that obviously I was very frustrated after this one, especially due to the start with the. I felt like the first 2 villager losses were not fair. That they shouldn't have happened. But obviously I should pull back my vills earlier. Stranded was fairly straightforward. Hunter is very good. You get all the buffaloes. And we had a big moment where I was able to steal his buffaloes as well. That he had found under his town center. pause was after your 2-vil loss. Why not just restart? It was Yo's option. Yo's choice. He was the one with the disadvantageous map. So he was given the choice to restart if he wants to. But he had killed 2 vils, so obviously he wanted to continue. Yeah, we found our horse run under his TC and we picked up 5 buffaloes. My YouTube stream is 5 seconds delayed. YouTube by default is always a bit later. So no, the YouTube stream is not delayed. I wasn't sure what he was doing here. I saw the blacksmith, I didn't see the stable right off the bat. So I was like, what is he fast castling or what? But I did see a scout eventually, so yeah, I felt fine. I knew I was eating buffaloes, I knew I would be casting a lot faster. So yeah. It's very straightforward. I think it's just very hard to beat Hans here. Hans, look at the resources collected. Hans just gets into such a good spot. You have to relearn the micro to pull back units in this new animation syncing. Yeah, I think so. That makes sense. So I felt like I pulled him back in time, but yeah, clearly I wasn't. You know, this was a bit sloppy. I wasn't as active around as I should. I lose some units here, not microing. But yeah, I'm just too far ahead. So it's just very hard for him to come back. Do you think Arabia Hans 1-1 tournament will be fun? No. It will be fun like the first 3 games, and then you're like, oh, Hans again. That's just over. He cannot defend this. So yeah, we go to 3-3, and then the decided game. Which also I don't think there's too much to say. I haven't looked at the rectos, so I'm curious about how the resource difference was. Like in this game, you always lose water with Malay no matter what, because the fire ships. The only way you win water is if you go galleys with Malay, and you don't really want to invest heavily into galleys. I think in hindsight, the only thing I should have probably done different is... But I could have done some different things. I think I could have docked this and this pond earlier to get like galleys or war galleys here, just to have map control on the front. So that would have helped a lot. Yeah, in hindsight, just getting ships here and here would have given me so much more control of the game. So I should have definitely done that. But again, I didn't want to end up fighting with fires on the front side. Didn't dock the front very early. But yeah, as I said, in hindsight, it makes sense to just... Because if he gets control here, it's very hard to come back. He also had a super good map. 2 woodlands and gold in the same spot in the back. The bears are exposed, but that's fine. I have a very nice map as well, with the gold exposed. He went double range, I scouted it. I was okay, I'm just going to be a bit aggressive, keep the men arms alive, and then try to get castle edge. He hit castle edge very fast though. He has 5 fishing ships, I have 7. He has a market though, I guess he used the market before me. Mangling the bad was, yeah, I definitely... I'm not sure if I misclicked there or just mistimed or something, but things went wrong there for sure. But I think even if I don't... If I win those Magna fights, maybe I have map control still, but Byzantines just scale better, I think. I think another strategy I could have done is just open man arms, full wall, and just fast castle. I just sneak some fish here, which is nice, right? I get a lot of resources. But again, I should have done a dock here, done a dock here. I have vision as well, so I can see when his docks come in. And I just make like 3-4 war galleys on each side. And I would have a lot of control. There's so many skirms numbers, and with the exposed resources, it was also very annoying to deal with. Lake at the center. For late game, it was obviously key. That was a crucial thing. I mean, I have more vills here. Fishing ships, which makes sense with Malay. He's still only working on 5, but he has so many skirms. Maybe me making skirms here is a mistake. Maybe I should play like Night Siege or something even. So I'm just playing into a worse... Like my skirms are more expensive. So it doesn't really make sense, does it? I did scout this TC fairly early. And right now I have 10 more eco units. It's not like I was in a bad spot at all. I will lose my fish on the sides soon. This game was a throw too? Oh, I don't think this game is a throw. 59 to 45. I mean, obviously my eco situation looks very good here. Didn't know how it was. ...53 to 43 villagers. Yeah, I will lose all my fish now on the outside, at least. He did dock this one. This again, I should, if I just take these 2 pawns, I think I'm in such a good spot in this game. I'm doing it now, but it's a bit too late. Civ win? I wouldn't say Civ win, but Civ advantage. Yes. Yeah, this was too late. We killed the first Mangon. I was like, okay, this is good. I can snowball. I'm putting a lot of wheels on stone. You can cast the drop here and then take it from there. Yeah, I definitely messed up the Mangon on micro here at some point. I noticed it right away. But the second one, I think I just die. This Mangon comes out just in time. And I'm stupid here. I can just shoot this seed workshop and kill it. Or I could have. And I was like, okay, surely he's microing, so I'm gonna go there and back again, but he just right-clicked and then he killed me. Right-wing duck, thank you very much. Still, I can kill this with like 2 shots. I lost another one, and then I don't even kill here. I lost another one. So I lost 3 mangonels for 0. That obviously shifts the momentum completely. And now he's docking double dock there, and I'm like, okay, he's gonna have fires, he has monks, I will lose water control, he gets his castle up because the mangonels went in his favor, and then the game is over. As soon as we hit castle Imperial Age, he will have Dromans as well. How was your mental doing this year? No, it was fine. I was fine mentally. I was a bit frustrated with the Black Forest loss, otherwise I was fine. Yeah, but I'm just behind now in every possible way. I have more resources collected still, but there's just like... I don't have the units or tools to control the game anymore. He has control of... Maybe I should try to dock this more? Oh, but it's so hard for me to get on water. I need to go full galleon here probably. So all my wood... Maybe I should put... Instead of going for the stone, maybe these should become wood choppers so I can make more galleys. He has Dromos and fast fires. It's just very hard to control water here. I couldn't afford Thalassocracy either. You build a castle where your farms are. I felt like I had to fight for the pond. Yeah, the game is just over now. Yeah, I don't think there was any game where I resigned too early. This game is completely over. And the Inca Mines game was also completely over. Yeah, he just has so much control now with this. And this starts to take out my gold. Another reason why I resigned this game is because the 2 extra golds on this side was for him. And also I didn't have a way to get out here. So I was going to be out of gold. Wait, I didn't see this gold actually. I didn't know I had gold there. Not sure if I even scouted before I resigned. Maybe I would have played on if I scouted this gold. I was like, okay, I'm losing my main gold. I'm dead. Okay, that's unfortunate. I literally lost because I knew I resigned because I knew I was gonna lose this. I mean, I'm dead anyway. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Were you tired when games? I didn't feel tired. Like, I feel like I played well. Like, my execution and play was fine overall. Obviously, some moments here with the mangonels was not pretty. Strategically as well, I could have maybe played this a bit different. I should have realized the importance of the 2 pawns here earlier. But I think, yeah, the Black Forest game was the big one. And then, of course, the distribution of my civs. Morass map was very unfair, yes, but again, I don't know if Morass map made a difference because I think his civ was better. So yeah, my logic here is that in hindsight, I should have played... Can I make this even smaller? I should have played... Let me see. I'll assign my civs. And I think that would have given me a lot better chances. So this was not one of the tournaments where I feel like I came out of it because I played poor, executed poor. This was more, I think, a strategic... where I felt like I rather made mistakes in my distribution of my civs. So Shorelines, I think Dravidians was fine. Immersion is where I probably would have liked to do Japanese. Japanese should be having a very good chance against Byzantines. Border dispute, I should have either done Malay or Romans. Arabia was Khitans, obviously. Black Forest, Britons was fine. That was not the Civ, that was me. Stranded was Huns. So these are all checks. These are like guaranteed their best pick. And then Morass could have also been Romans or Malay. I should not have used Mayans. And I should have put Romans. I would say Romans on Border Dispute and Malay on Morass. You can also argue here, this was that I didn't prepare the Japanese against Sicilians. I never trained that or tried that. So I wasn't sure who was going to win. I thought that maybe Japanese should win. But in hindsight, I think I'm wrong there. So if I redistribute my civs like this instead, I think Romans against Incas would also be a very good matchup for Romans on that map. So I think I mainly made the mistakes in where I put my civs. And again, besides the Britons game, Black Forest game, I feel like I played solid execution-wise. Was it because you didn't boom and neither did you attack aggressively in games 3 to 5? No. Okay, that became a lot longer review than I was planning. I was just gonna do like a 15-minute one. But I got to see things I wasn't sure or didn't know myself as well now, so that was nice. You also beat Larry, so he's doing very well. Yeah, again, I've mostly talked about my perspective, right? I think Yo played a very, very good set. I think strategically, decision-making and execution, Yo was very good. Double range skirm seemed to give Yo some excellent map and momentum. On the last game, yes. It's good to analyze the match. Yeah, I hadn't looked at them yet, so I didn't know how it was. The only thing I knew was that Jordan and Tato wrote that the Morass game was like super unfair, the map. But again, that might have been the most unfair map in the set, but I still think his save was better, so it doesn't matter. However, it does matter if that was not the Civ matchup. So I'm just talking out of like a common sense point of view. I really think those maps that have such a big disparity in terms of in the shortfish distribution should still be a restart. Did you get any maps that were unfair in your favor in this match? Arabia was somewhat equal. Maybe mine was a bit easier to wall with my gold, because I had 2 woodlines connecting my gold. So I think Arabia was probably slightly favor me because of gold safety. What was the second game? Shorelines, I don't know. I didn't really study that in detail. Border Dispute was probably even. Morass was obviously quite heavily in his favor. Black Forest, you could argue, was in favor of me because I had 4 golds. That's obviously unfair. But then again, he also had shorter rush distance to the middle, which is quite important. But again, I can adapt to that. He cannot adapt to my 4 golds. So in hindsight, Black Forest was in my favor. Shorelines, I can't tell. And the last game, I think, was not in either favor. This tourney felt like lots of maps can go either way based on the map generation, especially in the best of 7 draft. Leary, are you out here making excuses just because Yo clapped your ass? Join the crew. Yeah, Yo clapped both me and Leary. I do agree with you, though. There are some of the maps here have a lot of getting old. Dude, you have so many years left before you can use the old excuse. Yeah, there are definitely some maps in the draft that have like extreme generations. I just don't understand why. I understand actually at the same time. See where the real career is heading. Well, Doubt has been the pioneer for our careers for a long time already. So in the end, we're all Doubt. I understand and I don't understand. It's like I understand that they don't want to go in and give restarts for things in general because that sets the precedent of them giving restarts when a map is slightly unfair. And then there will be situations where a guy will be like, well, my goal was forward. Why is this a restart and not that a restart? I understand that you probably want to avoid those situations, but I still think there are some extreme cases. For example, the Morass game me and Yo had, and I emphasize once again, I think he should win that matchup anyway because I think Sicilians are better. So the map might not matter in that case. But if you see Yo against Hera in the final today and that Morass generation is there and they both have roughly 50-50 civs, I bet you ass they should restart. But they will not restart, but they should. Do you notice it earlier? You can see in MemVD he says your fish is easier to defend. That cannot be an argument. Oh, I have 3 shortfish, but they're easier to defend because there's only 3. He has 25 shortfish, so he cannot wall as easy. Like, in what universe is that a good argument? That makes no sense. Would you prefer a smaller map pool when that means the map are more tester and generate less unfair? Yeah. I think if you can assure quality of maps, if map quality is assured and guaranteed, I would definitely prefer a smaller map pool. But at the same time, I think part of the charm with Warlords is that we have... Wait, how long was my queue? Who am I playing against? A part of the charm of Warlords is also that there are all the categories with 3 options in each. I like the system, but yeah, I would still like to see some of the maps be more thoroughly tested and, well, let's be real, better executed. And I also still wish that admins would call restarts for more situations. There was some extreme situations in the qualifiers as well, where I'm not gonna name names. For example, Skukuza game, where he just didn't have back barriers. It's like, that's such an obvious restart. But for the map scripter, it's like, well, according to this and this line, this can happen, so it is intended generation. It's like, I don't give a rat's ass about your intended generation. This is super unfair and potentially game-losing advantage or disadvantage. You know? But now I'm scared that me talking like this, people are gonna think I'm using this as an excuse because I lost against Yo. I did not. I'm not trying to do that. I don't want that to be the perception people leave this with. The maps were not the reason I lost to Yo. Maybe we can have like expert player volunteers. But then again, people always claim they're biased or unbiased. I don't know. Like, there should be a panel of like 2-3 players that watch over, like, let's say from playoffs. There should be like a panel of players that can make decisions on restarts. But ask ourselves, okay, I get that admins don't want to set the precedent for restarting, but would a single player in the game complain if, for example, that Morass game was restarted because Yo had 74 more shortfish than me? Would a single player in a tournament complain? Different players with different criteria. Yeah, I agree. That's why I think maybe like there needs to be a panel of like minimum 3 players per match in the like a knockout stage. It's very hard. Like, again, I understand why the admins wouldn't want to set that precedent either. It's a very tricky thing. I just feel like too little maps are being restarted. Slippery slope fallacy from admin. Again, I understand why the admins would and should maybe not do it. It is very tough. Who am I playing against, guys? Can someone do like the match command so I can see? Dark? Ah, okay. The admins were weak this tournament. That's again not at all what I'm saying. I'm not calling out the admins specifically of this tournament. This has nothing to do with this tournament itself. It's more of a in a general sense. We can just do houses. Calling out the admins every tournament. Yeah, Donald Farker with 100 bits. Doubt did win an STR after 35 years old. Will anyone else be able to do that? I don't know. Doubt is the goat for a reason, huh? Ah, he's just killing them. I mean, it makes sense, right? Because he's urchins. They don't expire. His base is here. Actually, fairly close. Clearly, this is nearly his fault. I tend to agree with you as well, though, on that. Not a pretty build. Cool. I'm gonna be very late up here. One more bill. Okay. This is fine, this is fine. Now these Jurchins, what are they again? I said faster hitting cavalry? 20% faster. Again, on the gunpowder. Okay, okay. So sad Nile isn't hosting tournaments anymore. I think that will be slightly conflict of interest when Nile gives himself $200,000 for NAC. So I kind of understand why he doesn't. I have to be honest. No! He attacks faster as well. We'll let him go. We're a loyal servant. Only issue is I don't know what he's making now. How do you like the 1 hour plus game here at Tato? I didn't really watch any of the games yesterday in detail. I kind of skimmed through a few of them to see like their openings. Only thing I saw about the arena game was that it looked like Tato almost threw it, which was kind of wild. It wasn't such a good spot. If he would have lost that game, that would have been a proper Tato yikes moment. Hey, my wheel had range. Okay, I need to figure out how this new attack animation works with regards to the range, because the wheels feel like they have longer range. Like it feels like they don't have to walk away that far for and their attack animation still counts. Okay, this scouts. Nice. Fight me, bro. I know you want to. It's not a good move by him. Am I playing technically a losing battle here, given that his scouts attack faster than me? Doesn't make sense for me to play scouts. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should stop making them and just switch to something. Imagine having no space and only hearing monks everywhere. Oh yeah, true. I can imagine. Oh, that was painful. I was scared that you would lose that game. But in fairness, I think the way you stabilized after, like once he got like suddenly had a villager lead on you when he killed your base and his base. When he killed your base and his base, that's when I like, no wait, Tato can lose this, right? I think after that you stabilized and recovered fantastically. It was very nice. Bro, my vills heal. Don't you know my vills heal? Need to adapt in case he does something that will be a surprise. Like if he suddenly shows up with archers as well, I'm dead. So I should prepare for that possible scenario. Still only see scouts though. Seems to be fully walled. I am not. So I think I need to play defensive. Knights better. Think I should go knights. Yeah, I lose a little bit kill scout. I don't have the same range that Yo's wills do. Bro, what's up? Is that worth it for him? No upgrades. Okay, you definitely notice that they attack faster. He killed 2 wills, but he lost his whole army. Guess that's probably worth it for him. Still making scouts. I'm just gonna bring my spears home. There's nothing more to see there. But man, the ROR was clearly a scam with 0 follow-up and 0 support after release. Why isn't talked about more? I think it was a scam. I think it was just it didn't perform as good as they were hoping for. If it would have performed better, I'm sure it would have continued. There would have been more development for it. They can't continue supporting and investing into something that clearly didn't perform what they were expecting. I think they were hoping that the whole Vietnamese community would move over. And that, again, clearly was not the case. It was a terrible idea anyway. I think the idea made sense, but I think they clearly overestimated how reluctant the... Can you believe it? How reluctant Age of Empires community is to change. Fight! My Bill's healed, this is fine. If I take some damage. You blame Neely? As you should. Why did she walk this way? Another one bites the dust. She kind of survived a lot longer than I anticipated. In fairness. How many bills did we lose now? 4? 3? I need a market. See another range. Do they have good cow archers? Could it be grenadiers? I do more damage to... No, ranged soldiers. Never mind. That should include grenadiers though, right? I would imagine so anyway. Couch attack faster for him? I don't think it impacts couchers. 3 ranges. I do not believe couches are impacted by it, but I could be wrong. Oh, it does. Oh, shit. Do my pulse bonus impact cow archers? Like how my units do more damage to them? Okay. Man, Tata knows everything about pulse. It's like he has played it a few times. Oh, I should be admin. Yeah, when I retire, I'll become admin. I'll set things right. Set a town center as well. Oh, that's annoying, actually. Maybe I need to make some skorpiones.
Rozkazania natychmiast wykonam. Sprawiać. Dokąd górnikiem? Nie Boże. Tak, drwal. Sprawiać.
Deal with MBLs. Oh, easy. No problem. I know how he works. Be the easiest job in my life to deal with him. I can see through all this bullshit. Oh, does he commit? Not sure about this. I might have to go skirms. I think I have to go skirms. Will we go to the right? Yes. Convert! Never lucky. It should be still a good fight for me though, I think. For privileges maybe? Don't think so. That was a mistake. Eh, we're cleaning up everything. Well, let's go. I think as well we stay 2 TC for a bit. You gotta get closer, bro. I came out with only 2 guys alive though. Okay, it could have been better. Should probably get a gate or something. Maybe a TC here, you know what? This should be a good TC actually. Is true you got Viper from Randy Orton? Yes, that is true. I wonder what the eco difference is like. Oh, I'm in! At least my eco development has been relatively solid. Yes, Fire Lancers! True! Okay. Still a relatively fine position. What? Bro. What you doing there? Finish. Convert. Debate. Debated.
Idę za tym. Przykazania, panie. Natychmiast idę za tym. Oczywiście. Natychmiast się tym zajmę.
Oh, no, no, no. Misplaced. That's good. Freaking George. What did George do to you, Tato?
Rozkazania. Witajcie.
Lances don't feel too shabby. Ah, no, they're shit. My bad, my bad. They're bad. Sorry. I got hyped for a moment there, but they're pretty bad.
Witajcie. Pojmuję.
Need Obok against Lancers?
Sprawa. Gotów jest. Sprawa.
Could also just do like cow archers, for example.
Tak, sprawa. Gotów. Jestem górnikiem.
Methinks. Ooh, forward siege workshop. Can almost drop a castle though.
Rozkazania.
Get it! Okay, he's repairing. Let's fall back to the keep.
Sprawiacz. Gotów jest.
Rozkazania.
Jestem rozkazania.
Jestem sprawiaczką. Jestem sprawiaczką.
Is that a castle? Or an outpost?
Rozkazania. Sprawiacz. Witaj.
Looks like a castle. No, barrack. Is he doing
Tak, pojmuję. Jestem sprawiaczką.
full fire lances or what? Feels weird.
Gotów jest. Natychmiast rozkazania.
No, not the monk.
Jestem sprawiaczką.
Do I go Schlachter? Yay or nay? That's the next question.
Rozkazania.
I think yay. Although it might not make sense against Fire Lancer boys.
Gotów jestem.
Ah! Nice target fire. Wait for the Schlachter boys to kick in.
Jestem sprawiaczką.
Do some couches as well. Okay, we can start spamming some knights. Ugh.
Rozkazania.
This is a little bit of an awkward spot, but I'm also not sure if it truly is an awkward spot or not. Maybe it is. 114 vills though, as long as I don't lose many vills, should still be relatively okay. Maybe. Hopefully. It's fine, we heal, that's true. Okay, we need to kill some of these now. Should get at least 2 of them. What?
Rozkazania.
I can't afford nothing. Don't know where my numbers are. I feel like I should have more army. Urgent castle needed. I don't think I want to do it here though. It's a bad location. Okay, we got one more. I think we're gonna stabilize that. Should be fine. A lot of idle time though. Good reactions by him. The issue, I guess, would be if he hits Imperial Age. I want my castle on the hill. Let's do it there. There, I got 20 Esters in a row. Not impossible. What? I built a mining camp here. Wakey, wakey. True, his army is purely wood and gold. You're right. Anonymous?
It's been 7 years since I came across your channel. At that time I was applying to the med school. Few days earlier I passed my last exam. Every time I needed to relax and rest I watched your videos. Thank you very much. Best streamer with...
What did I cut off? Best streamer with the best chat. Dude, thank you so much. Chat, you hear that? Dude, thank you very much for the kind donation. Congrats on passing your medical exam. Ah! That is awesome. Thank you so much for the support. Feels like I just have a very good economy. I can spam units forever. Probably he can as well. But where do the Jurchens go from here in terms of late game? I don't know. Yeah, Anonymous, thank you so much again. Happy to hear that it's going well for you. Do I kill it or trap it? Kill it. He needs his unique. Oh, the pagoda, but I think he should have done. If he wanted that one, he should have done it earlier, probably. I think now it's a bit late. I guess he went Fire Lances because he was expecting me to go for the mess, the knights. I think I can play like Cav Archer. Wait, does the first bullet from the Fire Lancer deal bonus damage against cavalry? Like when they use their projectile? So it was the same damage. Okay, cool. Tato, how do you know things? You know so many things, Tato. Yes, I am privileged. I'm selling too many resources, but it's fine. It's almost like he's a pro. Tato? It's almost open. This is where I wouldn't... Oh, heavy rocket cards. First time I see that. Nice. Look how good they are. What you coming for? Guess it's just out of wood. Don't see why he would be there if that's not the case. He has elite fire lancers, heavy cav archers, and heavy rocket cards. I like it. We need to snipe those rocket carts.
Gotów jest. Rozkazania sprawiać. Witajcie.
So what do they do when they're heavy? Shoot extra. They have more projectiles, it seems like. Shoot, boom! Ah, they're so weak though. Bam. Like on their HP. Cut. Wait, they cut trees? Is that real?
Sprawiać. Rozkazania
You're joking, right?
Witajcie.
sprawiać. Witajcie.
Well, actually, no, it makes sense because they are replacing the mango node. Yeah, you're right. It should be like that.
Gotowa jest.
Gotów jest.
It actually makes sense.
Jestem sprawiaczką.
I think Mr. Dark is dead. It was an interesting way though. Like he got to play a lot of different stuff from the civilization.
Witajcie. Rozkazania
It was still good learn for me as well.
Gotowa jest. Jestem sprawiaczką.
Ooh, book. But I'm afraid it is over. Yeah, rockets need a lead to cut. There's no way they would be allowed to cut in Castle Age. And they don't have like 3 steps of upgrades. So yeah, they're gonna have to be allowed to cut only from heavy rocket cart. Cannot believe this became a win. It looked so bad at mid stages. This is how little I understand the game. I think it's a combination of, I mean, he killed 3 vills or 4 vills in Fuel Age, so he obviously has a little bit of a lead there. But I'm still Pulse. And his opening couches didn't do a lot of damage. I got T-Season farming up and running. I made counter units and he made counter units. I think I always had a probably better economy than him in Castle Age. So I don't think he was ever in a situation where he was going to snowball me. And the combination, the last part of the puzzle is he's playing a new civ that is not figured out. He probably doesn't know what units would be the best for them to play as well. You saw Lyria versus Heart with Firelance. Did they play Firelancers in any of the games? That would surprise me. I didn't know Lyria knew they existed. That would be impressive. Okay, he actually had more food collected than me, and I'm Pulse. Damn, I'm surprised how much more food and wood he had than me. 172 vills? Okay. I guess it's just a case of him having too many vills, too little army, and not knowing what to make them. I don't know. This game doesn't make sense anymore to me. Bad nomad. Can you show me the menu mod? My menu mod is called TheViper Aurora Interface. Sminum89 with the 2 months, thank you so much. Hurts not to see you in the finals. I would have liked to be there. It is what it is. These lads, thanks for 17 months again. Donald Fucker, thanks again. Anonymous again, congratulations. Let me read the message again. 7 years since you came across the channel. A few days earlier, you passed your last exam. Dude, congrats so much. Or lady. I'm glad my videos have been able to help. And thank you so much for the support. What else do we give to Yo? Hero will be the heavy favorite. But Yo has done well so far this tournament. So who knows? But yeah, Hero will be the favorite. Clyde Kalfogel with 29 months. Thank you so much. Did you watch the UCL finals? No. After I lost the tournament, we spent the whole day yesterday just did family time. Yesterday was full family day. We went to a beautiful lake with a playground for my son and a very good restaurant. It was a great day. In the evening, just chilled together, enjoyed some nature, watched the TV series. So yeah, I did not watch UCL, nor did I watch much of Warlords either, to be fair. I just kind of opened the stream now and then to see the status of things. Didn't really watch any games in detail. Do you have plans on kind of work you could do if Aoe2 dies? Well, my safety net will be going to OnlyFans. Otherwise, I don't have plans now. I guess he's just playing the new civs. Urchin's Way. No, I have this thing. If I lose a tournament and I'm disappointed, even if I'm not disappointed, when I lose a tournament, I kind of just want to finish the tournament. Does that make sense? I don't really want to watch any more of the tournament. I don't want to... Of course, if it's a big tournament, I'll still pay attention to scores and such, but I don't want to sit down and watch games or anything. I just want to be done with the tournament and move on to the next thing. It's also where it's a little bit awkward. Like, for example, we have the podcast, right? Or like we usually have like a post-match talk where we go through the tournament results and such. And I quite often don't really know the details they're talking about when they refer to the games in detail. Yo, even winning Larry has to be a bit comforting. Means nothing to me. I am Mongols. He's way. Get extra vills per eco upgrade. So on paper he could be ahead like 2-3 vills. But I guess his units are worse. And the timing and the momentum. I know I had population in the Mayans game, but I was dead. It didn't matter if I had population. Like it's about the quality of units. And the quality of my units were inferior to the quality of his units. Population doesn't matter in that case. I didn't resign any of the games too early. I mean, I've actually, if you weren't here earlier, I went through each game and kind of shared my thoughts on the Warlords. So I've seen them as well now myself, and yeah, I don't think I resigned early in any of the games. I mean, if I have 50 skirms and he has 3 paladins, I'm not ahead. Only if it's Dravidian skirms. Clearly. I forgot it was Mongols for a while, so I didn't really push the deer. So my timing here is a bit awkward. Hello people, good morning. Hello! Yo can't beat Hera, only Vivi can. If you look, I think Yo is one of the guys that have actually beaten Hera like the last couple of years. In like early stages of certain tournaments and such. So maybe on the contrary, maybe Yo is one of the guys that can. Yo is also different stylistically than, I guess what I would say is comfort zone for Hera. So who knows? But again, of course, Hera is the big favorite. Pros consistently throw due to unnecessary single-minded avoidance of mine skirms. Is that the Reddit meme thing? I actually went skirms. I think most people on the top, like myself, Leary, we will always try. We might sneak in some specific strats here and there, but like we'll always try to play more standard approaches, I think, in general. Well, Yo is very stubborn. He doesn't care. He will play what he thinks is good, even if it sucks. Which is why I'm also saying that stylistically Yo might be a tougher opponent for era than, for example, myself or Leary in some regards. Will you be playing cartographers? Yes, I will play with Tato and Jordan. Let's do Loom. Should have played single lumber camp to be honest, but I'm very much going just to adapt to what's happening here. But I think what brings me positiveness still from the tournament is that I feel like I played well from a mechanical standpoint. I feel like my mess up was more in drafting or strategy, not mechanics. If you can even call it mess up. Again, Yo played a very good set. Okay, I wanna see his building range. I wanna see if he's taking gold. Rather lose on strategy than mechanics? No. But I've had tournaments in the past where I feel like I just didn't play well from an execution point of view. To the point where strategy doesn't matter. It's good to feel that I just played... that I feel like I lost more strategically or drafting-wise. And even if it's not like a massive drafting mistake, I think the draft I did was more a minor one, to the point where in hindsight I should have been potentially aware of it. If that makes sense. Which means that it's a smaller thing to fix. Being poor mechanically is way harder to fix than having 1 or 2 errors in your draft. What is happening? Are you quitting Aoe2? I'm just memeing. So he went full walls, which means he has the safety for his extra villagers. So I'm just gonna slowly end up walling my base as well. And taking it from there. Even doing a tower. Not sure if he's realizing that I barely made units. Not even sure if I need to make more skirms. Just waiting for the biggest prize pool tournament to come around. No, I still believe in my skill. I had some moments in the past where I've not felt as confident, but I believe I can still do well, especially once I get more time in my hands. I still think I can perform. Like when my son is gonna go to like daycare or day mother, whatever you call it. I will have a lot more time to stream and play and train in general, and I think that's gonna be very helpful. How's the risk these days? Same as always. Not great, but not bad. I'm surviving. Can we go straight Mengerai? It's tempting, but I don't think so. This is still very exposed. But worth noting is that he's technically working with at least 2 extra vills, because he definitely has horse color and he has wood upgrade. Question is just, did he do like gold mining, stone mining to get another 2 extra vills? I don't know. What do they even do? Extra HP on those. Tiger Cavalry, he also has the Cav Archer. That's more archers than what I was anticipating, to be honest. Thought he was just gonna go to Castle Age. So quite a few Warlords games where both players open skirms. Is that somewhat the meta? It's just certain maps that invite that. I wouldn't say it is meta per se, but there are maps that definitely invite a lot of skirmishers to be played because of short rush distance and things like that. I started teaching my kid Aoe2. I have not. He is 10 months old, closing in on 11. Unless you have extra scouts, I don't think you want to stick around, sir. You can until I have armor. Once I have armor, if he stays around, he's gonna get punished. He's looking at me and seeing that I don't have armor, so he's thinking he can trade against me, but now I have armor. So now it's gonna be a disaster for him. I even don't mind if I lose everything, as long as I kill his archers. Hope it was worth it. They want a TC on stone. Let's go and check what he's doing. Yeah, we can get to Mangrai. Wouldn't surprise me if he's switching to the cow archer. Now go Mangrai. It's kind of where my thought process is. We'll see though. Do you think a kid will ever play Aoe2 at the competitive level? Would surprise me, but you never know. Aoe2? No. That's like 15... At least 15 years, 16 years from now. Oh, is Aoe2 still alive then? Like competitively? Is the Anbei Rider still useless? I don't think they're useless. I think they're just a very snowball unit. It's a snowball unit where you have to have overwhelming numbers and just constantly micro. So I don't think they're useless, no. I think they're just very situational. Starker 1 is alive, so why not? Yeah, why not? Then everyone's gonna be like, oh, Hera is washed. Hera is becoming a caster. You're reporting incredible hunger. Why are you reporting it to me? I know I'm the man of the house, but this is not 2,000 years ago. We're not going out to hunt like back then. I'm 39. I love that the game's still going strong. Yep. I mean, I definitely surpassed his villager count by now. It's going for high Guang cavalry. Still making crossbow. I'll have to do a siege workshop here. They should have had a market as well. So Chatter talk about you are asleep as the caster, you become a grandfather. But I want the castle. I mean, ideally there's a nice hill here for the first castle. That would be nice. Man, Mongols' castles feel different now. I'm not sure if I like it. You guys like the Mongol castle? Feels weird. Baby's neck crying in baby jail. When does he not? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. What's that sound when they're attacking? It's a sound I'm not familiar with. Felt different. Alright, mango reproduction has begun. Eco balance is fine for 2TC, 3TC. Need a few upgrades. Mango reproduction, get ballistics. What's that? It's from their swing. Ah. Whipping. I was confused about that sound initially, but that makes sense. Okay, next castle. Oh, this will be a great position. Gonna go for it, although it is quite YOLO. Oh, it's very YOLO. I'm still going for it though. Let's hope he doesn't have outposts or anything like that. Actually, oh, did I see a unit from him? Maybe it was a monk. This castle is even better. There's a stone there that I could use. Mobility will help a lot here. Or they have 80 vills. I was considering adding another town center, but I don't think it's worth. Looks like he's gonna switch to skirms. True, he even did a tower, so maybe his theses were added a bit later as well. I know he had some cavalry behind. Nice. Imagine Viper working 9 to 5 home away from the kid. I don't wanna. He got greedy, he wanted to finish the house. So he essentially sacrificed his mangonel for that. I understand it though, I would have done the same. Does he have ballistics? No, he doesn't. "14 spectators. They're spying on me. I don't think this is the way. Oh, pun not intended. I don't think this is the way to play Way. Feels a bit so. At least not against Mongols. Then again, I understand what is the way. Again, not pun intended, but it is what it is. Does he have ballistics yet? Don't think so, because he's target firing. What is his unit? Even an imp. Yeah, Tiger Cavalry, right? I believe that's his... Going for Bracer though. So you go fast imp to do more eco upgrades to get more vills, full stonks. I would respect it. Still producing. Do they even get Arbalest? Okay, how does Wei deal with Speedy? Actually, no, if he has a Tiger Cavalry, he can kill Speedy Siege. If he's only playing crossbow or skirms, I would say Speedy Siege will dominate. Chemistry, crossbow. Fast imp. Chemistry, crossbow, kind of. No, not like this. Maybe I should go for speedy. Speedy boys. Then again, Mangrai are fun. Whoa, not paying attention. Oh my god, I lost a lot. I lost so much. Wait, we don't do bonus damage against traction traps? Why not? Oh, it's MTC actually. I didn't even realize. But it is. Okay, we're fine, we're fine. It could have gotten ugly. Just do all the other upgrades before Elite Mangrai. And we're chilling. Traction traps kind of suck though, right? I believe so. At least in open map type of situation. I think they're pretty good in closed map type of situation. Where mobility helps. Ooh. But I'm also not sure. Okay, Bill should get a point. Also don't have that much range. Converter traps. Mongols do not have a technology called Redemption where they can. So I'm afraid that is not possible. Oh shit! Probably way too good. Okay, it's pretty solid, but I feel like we don't have bonus damage against traps. Not sure if that's accurate or not. That's what it feels like. I still have so much map control though, mobility. Don't really see how Mongols can lose from here. Then again, I've found ways in the past to be, oh my god, look how beautiful the Mangrai are. Enjoy target firing. Hey, we're not supposed to do it. I guess they don't have Mangrai, since he's not making Mangrai. Seems like a fair assessment. Damn, I'm taking a horrible fight. Not Mangala, Arbalest. Why an Arbalest? I mean, that's what I'm saying. I think they don't have it. That's a great castle. I should probably defend my center, like this hill here, to take this gold. For being completely honest. Looks like he's going for the castle on the hill. I need to get nomads. Yeah, that, I mean, it's still kind of a castle unit. Oh, elite tigers! I'm not sure if the tigers can outperform Mangadai though. Score is still looking very good for him. This is a very good test. His crossbows is staying. Man, the tigers are good. I guess I need to get to like 200 population to get a feel for this. Didn't finish the trap. Oh shit. Oh shit. What target can I even do? They dominate. No, not like this. I'm sending way too many units to react to this. I think we're losing now, actually. Still a relic advantage, though. Maybe he's overcommitting, though, on the... I kind of just want to get rid of his crossbow army, honestly. No, the castle went up. Can I maybe dive on those? Don't have wood. Okay, this looks bad now. This was a little bit too casual. I'm gonna be down to only like 2 castles as well. Which is not pretty. He should have economy to go for full. Yeah, I can still snipe those actually. If I can snipe those, maybe it's still possible. They are quite fragile. Still not taking my gold here. Kill it! It's out repairing. He found the way. He did indeed. Looks like it anyway. My eco feels like it's a disaster. Oh yeah, true. The tiger also scale with when they kill things. But they're expensive, so maybe we can still outlast him. I have 3 relics at least. Oh, I'm scared of getting raided now. That's gonna leave a mark. Still have a healthy amount of villagers. Can I get this though? Traction traps are very expensive. Oh, he found me. I should have done Nomad's upgrade. Feels weird to not have bonus damage against siege, which those are, arguably. Should have done hoardings as well a long time ago. Bye bye, castle. Alright, it's still possible. We have healthy population. We just gotta start making good decisions. Life decisions. Oh, they have 7 pierce armor, which is the same as Paladin. So they are indeed quite tanky. Man, I cannot kill these things. What does it mean with bonus damage? Mangudai on paper should have extra damage against siege units. Well, they do. But apparently attraction traps looks and feels like they are not affected by that. Still waiting for his tiger cavalry to show up in my eco. Because he had a ton of them. Man, they take forever to kill. He's letting me mine this stone, which is a bit of a mistake on his part. We have 3 relics. Let's get herbal medicine. Try to get some of the prices here. Build up like 4 traps maybe. Just so we can compete for it. I think he's actually burned out his gold. As a, like, the tiger cavalry is so expensive. All true, the tigers get fed by the hussar, you're right. I don't know where his tigers are anymore. Maybe he's healing them. Are 3 traps enough? Do I go here? Maybe I go there actually. No! It's not a lot, but they're strong. I can also hit and run forever. Ooh. Okay, is this because he's out of gold? Or is it because he just wants to raid me? Hopefully it's the latter. Well, true, he doesn't have the hero yet. I think it's time for me to go here. I'm gonna lose quite a few bills in this. I think we can take this out. Whew. You're just switching to full raiding mode. See if we can take that. Wait, what's that? He has 6 armor? I feel like I'm losing my whole economy. Yikers! This one is gonna be hard to recover. We have suffered some tiny losses. Vils. And more going down. We have a healthy queue though, Vils. So as long as we stabilize the situation, we should still be able to make Vils and recover that. Can't tell, do they have 95 HP? 6 melee. They have less pierce down but more melee armor. So they win a fight against melee hussar for sure. But I guess they lose against, or they die to raids easier. We need to hide our traps. And stabilize our economy. We can almost build another castle. This gold is still heavily contended, so is this. Although it's just a few hundred more there. Okay, so you can sneak over here, make a mining camp. I need to split my Mangudai to 2 locations so I can defend raids from 2 sides at the same time. He knows I'm vulnerable in the back though, so he'll... On paper I should wall here the sides. That's gonna be a clear target for him. I need to hide my traps. Hide the troops! I'm out of gold though, myself. He's mixing skirms is also a good sign. On paper. It lives! It lives! If I can buy another 100 stone into a castle. Actually, where would a good castle be? I don't even know what a good castle would be at this point. I know this is not looking pretty, but it's what I have to do. To not straight up die. I might still straight up die, don't get me wrong. No, my traps! That feels like a loss I can't really afford. But I will suffer it nonetheless. No! Okay, I can almost make another castle. We have a dilemma on our hands though. Do we make a safe economy castle? Or do we make a castle to try and get gold? I don't really know what's the right decision, to be completely honest. But yeah, we're pretty dead here. We should be pretty dead anyway. Actually, my food economy is picking up. Could max out maybe with Hussar long term. The worst thing he can do is to ease up the rating. No! I wasn't able to get enough stone yet. Plug the gap on the left? No, I refuse. He has 4 more mail. Oh, I don't have last attack upgrade. There might be an argument that I should sell my stone for gold to do upgrades. But then again, kinda wanna rather as well. That's not pretty. Kinda also wanna make sure. Look, I kinda wanna build a castle as well. So it is a dilemma. He has no siege at the moment. I guess another issue is that... Yeah, you can just do this. Kinda need my whole army to be in the same spot. Should have plugged the gap on the left. What do we have? We have like 30 Mangudai. But his economy is superior. Also has full upgrades on the skirms. Yeah, I'm so vulnerable to raids. If I had like a castle here, castle there. These 2 castles I made forward became just easy targets for him to pick off. Playing solid for a caster, thank you. Yeah, I need to wall this and this. so he cannot come through the right side. But in the end, he can come through the middle the whole time anyway, so it doesn't matter. Obviously, could plug this as well. I'm still mining gold. This castle is good. This castle is good. Need another castle maybe here. Castle here would be amazing. Just to get this gold. But at this point, he has too much untouched economy. He can just wait forever. Let's see. Yeah, this is not enough of an eco bonus to put themselves ahead to a civ like Mongols or other top civ. Like you need to go full walls and actually do researches in order to get what Bengalis does for free, for example, which is like 2 free villagers, right? High Guancar and Xianbai Raider. He didn't use any of them, he just went for Hussar. But he gets the traction traps. Soldiers also passively produce food. I don't think this one is that strong, so it's not that important. Oh, they had extra attacking and siege weapons. That's nice. Tiger Cavalry is very good, but it's super expensive. 80 gold per unit. But this one is actually really nice. Mounted units plus 4 melee armor. Which means that his Hussar have 6 melee armor to my 2 melee armor. Now I have 20... How much extra HP? 23 extra HP. But I think 4 melee armor should be a lot better. Because he does 9 attack. I do 7 attack only. No, less even. I do only 5 damage per hit? It doesn't do that much damage either. Yeah, this was just an eco game. He got so many kills here. On the left side. At one point, he crossbows killed my whole wood line. But I think we had good eco lead here. Yeah, we have... This is like, we have such a good position here. Became a little bit too sloppy. Nice though. Again, I don't think Wei are bad, but I don't think they are like a top tier civ. They can do okay. But I think they lack certain tools when it comes to units. This helps though, the traction traps being cheaper. He never built a hero though. Attack speed. There's a cavalry unit. Still don't think it's that important. I mean, if they went for 4 villages and few villages on damage, it's far better than Bengalis. Yeah, but you research this tech, which is like you spend 175 resources, but you're probably not taking stone in feudal age. Gold mining is something you take eventually. So those are trickle upgrades that come later, and you don't get to use those benefits that early on. I'm sure there will be some math to be done there, but for 175 resources to be recovered, especially when you're not even using this upgrade in some ways, I don't think you should do them by default. But obviously over time, when you do all the techs, you will have more vills than you get with Bengalis. And actually not on the way to Imp though. If you have like 5 theses with Bengalis, best Hussar has to be a Tatar Hussar or Bengal. Yeah, I don't think this is the best Hussar. Best Hussar might be Poles or Lithuanians even. Poles with this Legitic Legacy and extra attack against range soldiers might be the best. Combined with their food economy, of course. It's situational, of course. Nice game though. Earlier in Tattoo playing. I was actually planning to only stream until Warlords begins. So it might be time to head off. Let's have a look here. It's this game. Game 2, Lyra is leading. Japanese against Persians. Let me see if there's another person playing. Then I might queue up for another one. I'll queue a little bit. If we don't find a game in like 5-6 minutes, I'll just head off. Chico Hernandez with 100 bits. Watching on Friday, I was celebrating and sharing like I was watching a football match. Greatest player of all time. Dude, thank you. It's hard for me to imagine though, people sitting there cheering as if there's a football match. Like I kill a villager and you go like, yeah, get in, you know? It's like that. And comment on Hera versus Tato match, you predicted 4-2 for Tato. Well, I was wrong. All right, we'll do one more game. Since we found one so quickly. Hollis. Teutons Burmese. Yesterday, Yo said he practiced with Leary and lost 10-0. Nice. Shows the power of Teuton Hussar. Careful, I might. What was the first game, Tato Leary? Seemed to have ended very fast, no? Oh, Ally, what's up? Are you in the jail gang personal friends with Mr. Yo? Met him, respect him? It's not like we talk every day. But yeah, we have a good relationship whenever we meet at LAN tournaments. Yeah, for sure. But it's not like I talk with him, ask him about how it's going in his day. How is his parents doing? You know. But we have a good relationship, we joke around, we banter. Helps that he speaks very good English. Who Mirror on Stranded? No, I just saw them. They're on Stranded with Japanese against Persians. So what was the first game? Grass Sleepy emote? I should have one, shouldn't I? I really should. Or Grass Yawn. My stream consists of a lot of yawning these days. Hopefully not from a viewer perspective. That would not be good. Badge emote is quite good. Not familiar with that one. Yawning is contagious. Oh yes. I do apologize for that. So Teutons Burmese. Hardest thing to play here against would probably be a Rambai. But to get to a Rambai, it's tricky. You cannot go monks necessarily because I'm Teutons. I cannot go knights against a Rambai because my knights are slow AF. And the extra melee armor is not enough to account for all their damage. So this might be one of those weird situations where you want to play like scouts into crossbow or skirm with Teutons. Maybe not skirms, but maybe crossbow. Or archers, scouts into archers. Let's do that. Scouts into relatively quick archers, but we also do horse color. Because it's illegal to play Teutons and not do horse color. So are the rules. Scorps versus against Rambai? Not really, but also kinda. I would say more, not really. Stream title allows you dodge? Nice. Why not directly opening archers? Because I want to set up some Teuton farms first. I could have gone directly archers as well. Holze? First game in closed minus Burgundians. Okay. Leary was minus, I guess, because I can't see Leary picking Burgundians there. That would surprise me a lot. Actually, no. I want to have my barracks closer. Where is he? Guess it could be men at arms. Quick wall challenge. I have to open archers. Scouts into archers into scouts then, I guess, maybe. Need to know what his follow-up is. Range. Nanku, thanks for the 8 months there. I think I was born yesterday. I'm gonna fall for that. Come on, man. Okay, I need to know how many units he has coming forward. From the range. Has he not sent anything forward? Probably very strange if he hasn't. Skirms! I am shocked. Question is, could he afford fletching as well? I do not know. We have the stable now. And I'm still happy with how the opening has gone for us. Where are your skirms? You trying to bait me? Ah! No fletching though. That was greedy. Now the Warlords is over. Are you going to go back to streaming Warcraft 3? Not decided on anything yet. We'll see. I'm just going to give those two up. I'll still stream mostly Age, for at least for a foreseeable future. No armor. So I can still trade good with archers. When's the next ST tournament? Has there been one announced? I'm not sure if there is anything announced. So ask Nilly. Well. Armor. Well. Not very pretty. Well. Why are they going this way? I just sniped the archer. This may have been a little bit sloppy. Oh shit, it's still open. How do I trap them? How do I trap them? Let's open that again to make him go in. Shit, he went around. That was not part of the plan. He was supposed to go inside and then I can trap him. I guess I gotta make some more skirms. Skirms is the way. Kinda wanna go up as well though. Let's just sell our stone. We go cast Still Age. What if he did Arson? Does have extra attack. Wait, I could trap him here. If he stays, I could trap him. Especially if he goes deeper now. That's what she said. No, 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 he knows. Shit. He has archers on that side. This is fine. My farms are cheaper, guys. Don't worry about it. YouTube video watcher here. Who is Nilly? I hear mentioned a lot. Okay. If you don't actually know who Nilly is and you watch any YouTube video, that has to be very confusing. How do we explain who is Nilly? Guys, how do we explain to people who Nilly is? Do I think he continues range units or do I think he tech switches? That is the question. Just need to get a confirmation on his +2, if there's +2 coming. I might have to cancel Skirm. I can't cancel Skirm. Oh yeah, he works for a mirror factory. Nearly is currently working for Microsoft, or World's Edge rather. And he has kind of, I guess you can't say appointed himself, but he is heavily involved in fixing the pathing of the game currently. Why would you come here, man? Let's go attack. It's only a few crossbows. Come here tonight. Siege workshop. TC. Oh, mistakes were made. He had all the initiative, he should have just gone and killed me. Now it gives me a chance to activate and outplay. Whoa! Why does he suddenly have so many units? Ah! Where did these units come from? Ah! I've wasted my knight. Ah! And yeah. Nili is the guy that is gonna... He's the chosen one. It's gonna solve all our problems. It's over? You think so? Well, he has 3 TCs. He has Seed Bookshop defensively. I have Herbal Medicine though. Can't be underestimated. I would agree though, on paper it should be over. He should not lose from here. Ah! Can't afford ballistics. Don't repair, don't repair. Okay, I have skirms, which is a counter unit. I have +2. Do a forward siege. Get ballistics. And start cleaning up his military. There's a chance we can still do some counterattacks. To put ourselves in a decent shot. He should have like a solid villager lead though. Quite a big one. I think we will just one TC this bad boy though. Does he have ballistics it? No, it does not. Surprise! I have ballistics. Now he lost his whole army initiative. And I have the opportunity to outplay. Which is not the position he should have let me get to. Given what was how this game has played out so far. He should have gone for the kill right off the bat. Now it's close. He still has a massive village lead. But... I have the pressure. Best thing he can do is tech switch behind this. Oh. That's fine. Oh. Should get the kill. And now he's gonna have so much idle time, and it's a full disaster for him. Who said this game was over? Okay, I need a few more monks though to confirm. You know what we can also... Oh shit, he is tech switching! He knows! If we do that, we can sneak into this tiny gap. We can shoot some knights. And then we might keep one of them alive, maybe. Yeah, so many low HP ones. Alright, this is fine, this is fine. I might have to try and add town centers here to try and win. What happened here? I was hoping I could just go full YOLO. 1 TC. But I think that's not possible. He should not still lose though. I mean, looking at the score, it looks very ugly for me. He has a very... Oh god, he has so many farms. Yeah, I'm dead. Could try and pikeman. I think we killed a solid amount of his. He counterattacks once. I'm mega dead. No! Not sure why he went back. Didn't have to. Maybe fish booms? No. No. Still kill that. It's still not enough to provide a comeback. So many knights. Knight switch was a good play by him. That's why I said if he's preparing a tech switch, I'm probably dead. Unfortunately, he was. Boom! Big hit though. He doesn't have +2. Oh no, not like this. Okay, we go for the AI composition. Knights, crossbow, pikes. Shit! Let's call it. Benji thinks 55 months, 55 lucky number. Is it actually your lucky number? Yeah, he set up a nice farm economy. And he can just spam nice with this. That was a nice transition by him. Oh, massively ahead in economy. Who said this is over? Right, I will head off now then. Let's see who's casting Warlords. Your Teutons, no one should have more farms than you. I do agree with you to a certain extent. We could give Mem the raid. Let's give Ornlu the raid.
Mine by 3 vills.
Mem will have a lot of viewers. Tato is streaming POV. Yeah, but he always streams in Spanish. So I want to pass you guys on to someone that speaks English. So Tato won the previous game. Now they're playing Kawasan. I wonder if they should have adapted. Then again, I guess Yo prefers to play into the night, so that's fine. But on paper right now... On paper right now they have a situation where it's already past midnight in China. And Yo has to play a best of 9. So I hope Yo's sleep schedule is suited for this. Overlay, please. I'm not staying here long. Don't worry about it. Hera's in South America. Yeah, I mean, the time zone is good for Hera, though. So it's bad either way. No, but what I mean is... I always think third place matches should be played... not live, in order for the finalists to know when they have to be there. Otherwise, the finalists have to be like, okay, I have to be available in like a 2 or 3 hour range, just in case. Which I don't think is nice for a finalist to just have to sit there and wait. And yeah, also, I think third place matches are garbage. Guys, thanks for watching. I'll be back when I'm back. I don't know when. And take care. Wish you all a good night. Enjoy.